Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Rob, here in the lair of OmnusI. I am dressed up because, number one, I am standing up for a friend at a wedding, and I'm renting this for far too much, so I decided I'd make a video with me in it. It looks quite nice. I think I look more like a banker in it, however. But, regardless, I thought I would take the opportunity to dress up a little bit and go on about the state of the lair of OmnusI. We're panned back a bit so you can see some of the chaos going on. I am working on my organizational skills. My videos are still almost all primarily shot here in the lair, which is a corner of my basement. And it's worked quite well for me for quite some time, but in some ways I'm looking forward to trying to expand out and explore new venues and try a lot of new things here in the Lair. So just a quick sum up of where we are and where we're going. The Lair itself, well, I'm not moving anytime soon. This is still a nice safe spot for my videos. Through the summer, however, my options for total quiet and shooting videos is going to be rather thin. So either the audio quality of my videos is going to decrease, or I'm going to have to pick my shots very carefully. Since I haven't been cranking out Lair of OmnusI videos very frequently, that will continue to be the case. I'm shooting for a Lair video once a month, covering the finer points of the role-playing game hobby and possibly other avenues of gaming as we diversify a bit. One type of video that I've been enjoying has been Ask the Wizard, where I get to dress up as a wizard and answer honest-to-goodness questions that are posed to me by members of the gaming community. I thank all of you for your participation in this, those of you who have sent me the questions. Those of you who haven't, I'm not completely serious in this. I would welcome joke questions just as much as these serious ones. So feel free to send me some questions that I can do something with. I would certainly appreciate that. But yes, I intend to do that, and of course, as I'm doing it, I am spinning out a world along with it, which I am encapsulating under the world of the wizard. It'll have characters, NPCs, different branches of magic and approaches to magic, and I intend to do more within that world that Lord Cadrian de Flynn is a part of, which will be available to people who follow me. If I ever decide to do a Patreon, that will probably be an avenue that I will explore further. Of course, I would welcome feedback on your thoughts on this. I've done one dungeon design video, something I intend to do more of. It will be branching off. I've got another venue kind of planning to open regarding game design and dungeon design. You'll know when you see it. I don't want to spoil anything for you right now, but it's something that's in development, and I'm pretty happy with the concept, although it will be much more limited than Ask the Wizard, which is only limited by the questions that you, the audience, can give me. And it'll focus more on the technical side, which I know some people are fascinated in or enjoy, and I flatter myself to think that some people out there who, work in game design themselves might enjoy having another person's insights, so it might be useful to more people. At least that is my hope and my intent. As far as the state of the dungeons, I am pledging to once again get on with that, since I run a game every week. That's continuous content. For those who care about what's going on in ongoing, actual live role-playing campaigns, specifically the ones that I myself run. I try to make them as entertaining as possible, conveying as many of the hilarious things, and sometimes just those eye-opening experiences in role-playing, and sharing those with all of you, and hoping you enjoy them as well. I've been talking to several gamers who have lapsed. They don't play anymore. Things like that tend to tide them over, and that's an audience that I enjoy reaching and sharing the blessings that I have had poured upon me with reliable gaming groups and a plethora of very good players who have walked through my door, and sharing our experiences is something I enjoy doing, very much so. It also helps to immortalize the work that I do, but get as many benefits out of it as you can. Also, I've talked to my gaming group, and I have a podcasting microphone now. Thinking about doing an audio recording of our gaming sessions. I have a laptop that would be adequate for the purpose. If I put the microphone in front of everybody, they should all be able to be heard. I'm excited about that, and I think it would do fairly well. My one concern about that is, in my experience, people who are stuck in front of a camera and told to roleplay end up role-playing the person they want to role-play their characters. So it becomes a couple of degrees of separation before the actual, real, pure role-playing of a player taking on their character. We'll see if that happens. I don't know if my players are that bent. Certain people are, some people aren't. So we'll probably try it and see what happens before I float it out in front of a larger audience. But that's exciting. As far as the actual role-playing is concerned, I've had a couple of things come through, various Kickstarters that I've backed that have certainly served to dress up the gaming experience. The Massive Darkness has come in, and there are a lot of miniatures in that, which will be fun to use in role-playing games. I'd like to paint many of them. I am currently a little constrained right now because I don't have complete vision in my left eye, and depth perception is very useful in painting. I've tried it, and it comes and it goes. So here's to hoping that I'll be able to put out high-quality painted miniatures as I'm used to, and we'll just see. I can't guarantee much more than that. Unpainted miniatures are not a terrible backup. In addition to that, my stagecraft increases a little bit because some of my Dwarven Forge Dungeon of Doom Kickstarter has come in. So I now have elevation pieces and light-up torch effects and some other very neat things that will make my dungeon look a bit better. I may end up videotaping some of those effects and sharing them with you. In addition, if you happen to be in the Fond du Lac area, I am pledging my continuing intent to run my mega dungeon, the Chimerical Dungeon of Fond du Lac, the first Wednesday of every month at the hobby shop from 4:30 to 8:30 p.m. Here in Fond du Lac. If you are in town and you wish to run, I will have plenty of character sheets available. We've had a reasonable character mortality rate, so there are some recurring characters that are attempting to plunder the dungeon. It's all in all been a fairly positive experience. If you are interested in July's excursion, please note the dungeon itself will not be available on the first Wednesday, as that is the 4th of July, and I'm not competing against patriotism and all of the other things that people can often be doing on the 4th of July. Instead, we'll be playing on the 11th. That is the second Wednesday of the month. From then on, I expect to continue on the first Wednesday of each month. If you are interested in that excursion, I urge you to go to Facebook and sign up for the Chimerical Dungeon of Fond du Lac. I have created the site. Any information or news will be posted on that. Other than that, that is fairly much, pretty much where we stand. I thank you for joining me through this journey. August is coming closer and closer, and I'm not sure if the RPG Brigade, which has gone through a rather unfortunate amount of turmoil with the abdication of its leadership, if they'll be giving us a new batch of questions this year for the RPG a day through August. I hope they do. It's where I got my start, and I enjoyed the years that I've participated. If they do, I will make my 31 videos for you. I find it to be useful for focusing one's mind, much like those books where it's like 500 writing ideas. You get an assignment, you just do the best you can with it. Not all of the questions are equally useful, but I find that it's good to put out content and put out more things for you. So, that is the state of the channel, my Lair of OmnusI. I have not forgotten about sidebars like the Omnus Critic. I haven't been feeling very critical lately, but that will undoubtedly change when I get more peace and quiet and I'm able to shoot videos uninterrupted. But we'll see how that goes. Please, as always, if you have any input, what you like, what you don't like, what you think I should change, I am not afraid of criticism. Please let me know. If you have any ideas, I am an open book. I am ready to take on just about any challenge. And I certainly enjoy making content for all of you. So please, I urge you, leave in your comments whatever you'd like to see. I am very much a game master of the people. I am here for you. You just have to tell me what you're interested in, and I will make every effort to try to satisfy that, rather than just let you drip feed off of whatever I feel like making. I will very happily be a source of content for you in the things you're interested in. Just let me know and I will do my best. Thank you. I am Rob, here in my lair. Farewell, and once more, thank you very much for joining me through this excursion of the life of this channel. We're still very much alive and vibrant, and looking forward to entertaining you for years to come. Thank you, and farewell.